Hi, it is garden update today, and I wanted to share my 4 new trellises I installed this year. And this one right here in the front is 7 feet tall, 6 feet long, 4 feet wide. I will link it below, and they are the sponsor of this video, so I want to thank them for it. I forget the name, but I will link it below. I'm not good at that. So but I love it. I'm loving it, and I love the V shape, like the rooftop shape right here. And I'm planning to put like hanging flower baskets to bring pollinators in here, so I will have vining plants growing all around it. So I'm excited about it. And I added fairy lights, like solar fairy lights. The panel for the solar is down there, and I got it only on this front end right here for the entrance. And it was really hot the day I did it. I don't know why I did it on a really hot day, so I gave up because I had to tangle this. And now that it's getting cooler and it's later, I could probably fiddle with it and just finish wrapping it around, but not today. I have a mammoth sunflower right here and right here, and I tried to do the same thing on this side for here and back there, but I tried 3 different times on this side and they just didn't come up, so I gave up. I want it to be symmetrical. I don't know why they didn't sprout right there. Right here along this edge right here, I have cantaloupe and watermelon. Like cantaloupe on one side, watermelon on the other. I'm using the bar right here for the trellis as a divider for which is which. And you know what? I won't know which is which until they grow. I forgot. And on here, since it's going to be shady area, I have lettuce, and we've been cutting it and it's growing back every week. I cut them and it grows back within the next week. By the next week is available, we have more, and I love that. Here in this empty spot, I just barely planted some carrots. I know they do well in here because it's the second time I'm doing it, and it's a little bit shady in here for them, so it works really good. And it's very deep soil right there and fluffy. And I have just beets right here on the side. I was mainly doing beets because as like a cover crop. It's not really a good cover crop, but that's what I was doing until I got cucumbers. I have pickling cucumbers on this side, as well as 2 loofah plants. This is a loofah I started in January, and it's tall and growing as tall, almost as tall as me right now. And it's healthy because it's very green throughout the whole vine. The other one is growing more that way, and I need to train it. I need to keep a better eye on it and train it that way to go upwards. And I have straight 8s right here as cucumbers. And in this bed right here, this really tiny bed, is going to be zucchini, and I'm going to have them grow up as trees, like in stakes. And I have the stakes like right there. I'm gonna use those. And so I love this trellis. The wind chimes I have, this is purple my mom gave me, and a dragonfly in remembrance of my dad. The purple and the dragonfly has meaning. I'm not gonna share it right now. So this trellis over here is, I'll also link it below, but just take note when I'm linking these below, I used a different mesh for it. I used a brand sent me this a while ago, and I am using this because it's a little bit more sturdier than what it came with, even though I'm sure this is just fine. I wanted to add black color to my trellis. So this is a plastic meshing for fencing, but I'm using it as a trellis cover. And I do plant, I don't know if I said this, I can't remember. I'm gonna plant, or not plant, but like hang flowering baskets on this end too. Back to this trellis right here. I did not add the green netting, I just added the black. And I left a gap at the bottoms of it so I can obviously attend the soil, weeds, and plants. And I'll make sure that they grow on the outside right here so I can harvest them. So this is my tomatoes. I have Amish paste, Romas, beefsteaks, Cherokee, and cherries. I can't even say that. And over here is my, let me zoom out a little, brand new, just installed today, pumpkin trellis. I am excited about it. I made this bed right here extra deep, and I have 4 different varieties of pumpkins in here. So I have divided them like with the bars. So I have here, here, there, and there as like a divider. So here are the sugar pumpkins, sugar pie pumpkins. They're gonna grow, and again I left a gap right here so I can obviously attend to the garden and then make the vines grow upward like throughout. And I'll probably have to do some hanging like supports for the pumpkins when they are big. So this is sugar pies, and here is jack-o'-lanterns. This spot right here, I will have to like come through here. I just did this today, so I have to come through here and cut the ties off of, or the tails off of the zip ties. So jack-o'-lanterns will grow right here, and I'm excited about jack-o'-lanterns this year. I've grown them, it'll be my 3rd year. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I have spookies right here. The spookies are gonna grow. They're a smaller orange pumpkin. And then I have black cats. I'm gonna grow black cat pumpkins. They are a small black pumpkin, and they're right here on the end. And I have it on both ends, so the vines will meet up in the middle. It's gonna be beautiful. And I have pots right here with like growing more lettuce stuff. We grow through a lot of lettuce, so you can see my tomatoes better. I'm excited about the Amish paste. I can't wait to like see those. And here I have the windstorm. We had a windstorm, and I have to go through and fix this trellis right here. That's for sweet potatoes. They're doing good because they're like, I can't tell, can't see. If you can see, they're growing it on it. If they're gonna grow on it, I need to make that better. I need to fix it so that it'll actually support them. It's my 1st year growing sweet potatoes, so I'm excited. This is a volunteer bunch of garlic. I let it be, and there's another one back there. They're not supposed to grow that close together, and I did not separate them at the beginning. So I have fava beans. I need to do some harvesting on them. They're ready. And pumpkin patch back there behind the ladder. They're growing super tall. And back here I can plant something after I just get rid of the rest of the broccoli that's been harvested at the spring crop. And it's too warm for them now, and I just need to finish getting rid of it and amending the soil and planting something else there. And here are the pepper beds. The pepper bed. There we go. Right here I have sweet peppers back here, and I have a stick that this year I'm dividing my peppers because I don't want to make the same mistake again when I want to taste test one. I know that sweet is on this side and hot is on this side. My hot peppers are not doing so well, and I do have carrots, a row of carrots in between the sweet peppers, And here's a carrot I left purposely for seed harvesting. So this one in back here is just going to go to seed, and I will collect them because I love that variety of carrots. And so you can see how sad, let me zoom in is better, my hot peppers are. I read that they're resilient and can come back, can bounce back, but something was eating them. And I amended with more compost and laid out some pest control stuff. I mean, it was organic, so I will see if I have better luck when they are recovering. Can't see. I don't want to fall. So I'm trying to walk carefully on this. This is more lettuce stuff I'm growing in pots. But yeah, I have to plant more right here. I have more growing space right there and right here in this spot. I apparently didn't plant enough hot peppers. Something came through and ate them, but I have a spot right there that I can put something there, but I'm not going to, it's too late to restart peppers. So I have to deal with what I have. And I'm going to show you my orchard. I'm in Utah, so my orchard also got affected by the 95% of Utah's fruit trees this year got wiped out by the late frost, mine included. It's okay. I will just have them take a rest. And I have some blankets on the clothesline. I have walking onions under here, getting ready to do some walking. They're growing big. I have to weed in here so I could tell what's the walking onion and what's the garlic, because I do have garlic in there too. I mainly grow that for pest control for my fruit trees. And here is a trellis I also installed this year. It is going to be my grape harbor, whatever you want to call it. I have Concord grapes I propagated from my last plants that I had. And it's been growing nicely this year. I think I'm going on year 4 growing Concord grapes. But I didn't start them. They were over there on my fence. Concord grapes grew from my neighbors, and I just took clippings, and now I have my very own. And I'm restarting with this one, these 2 plants. So they were going to grow up here, and one day I will put a whole fence down and fence off my orchard, and this will be the entrance to it. And I have 2 gigantic, phenomenal lavender plants getting ready to bloom. I can't wait. Behind it, I have 2, let's see, chamomile plants. If you could see, well, that walking onion right there, and then my chamomile right there. One of my sons drinks chamomile every night, so I had to grow some more. Here is my cherry tree. No cherries this year, but that's okay. I have more walking onions and garlic right there. Also, my strawberry tower also got hit by the late frost. I had this whole thing filled out. It was so beautiful. I have 10 left. It's okay. They will make runners, and I will be able to fill them out again. They're fast, highly producible. Yeah, they multiply fast. So, and here is my rosemary and thyme bucket. I've been growing this rosemary for 3 years, and it's small, but I do harvest it like all the time. Probably don't even get a chance to grow. This is my pear tree. No pears. I'm not gonna get any pears. I do have walking onions and garlic here too. It's so overgrown over here. Ugh, this is the back corner of my garden where everything just gets put. I have to mow and weed, eat, whatever you call it. I will do that sometime. But that is the update on my garden. Nothing's happening much right now, but everything is installed. Thanks for watching.